Hello and welcome. This is upHere H456K, a 45mm low-profile CPU heatsink with a 90mm custom fan. I generally do not like custom fans because, should it break down, you will have to replace the entire heatsink. Thankfully, spinning fans of this nature rarely breaks down if ever. Costing 50 Canadian rubles, the price for this is on a higher end. But prices for everything as of late have been so high that its price doesn't really surprise me. Anyway, let's take a look at the heatsink. My first impression is that it doesn't look and feel bad. In fact, it feels decent. It has got some weight to it as well. I tried to take off the fan, but it seems to be very tightly secured, so I decided not to push it. Moving on, I see 6 heat pipes, which is a lot for a heatsink of this size. We will see how it performs, but it looks good enough. The way it mounts on the AM5 platform looks virtually identical to Thermalright's method, meaning I won't be testing this on AM5 because you are required to remove the integrated backplate. This is easy on AM4, but not as easy on AM5. Given how expensive motherboards have become, I am not risking it. Sorry. Meanwhile, it looks easy enough for Intel platform. After 10 minutes of all-core stress test via Blender rendering, it looks like the temperature stabilized at around 96 degrees Celsius. I'd like to mention that it did thermal throttle during the burst turbo, which went as high as 170 watts. Once it got back down to 125 watts, the heatsink was able to manage it, which is pretty impressive for its size. But you must keep in mind that this is an open air test. Once this goes inside a case, it will perform worse. Well, here are my thoughts on upHere H456K. For the size of the heatsink, I believe it performed adequately. Here is a chart showing 3 other heatsinks of completely different classes. JF13K is a monstrous heatsink with 2 120mm fans. Big Shuriken 4 is a typical heatsink of 65mm height with one 120mm fan. IS55 looks very similar to Big Shuriken 4 with a 120mm fan. Finally, H456K features one 90mm fan with just 45mm height. There isn't much one can do to improve with the amount of thermal mass that H456K has. Going pure copper is probably the only way. Therefore, I am going to say that this is decent for what it is. On a side note, I am having an increasingly hard time to find ultra-low profile heatsinks that will install on AM5 platform without removing the integrated backplate. So far, Shuriken 3 and heatsinks from ID Cooling have been the only ones that gave me pain-free install on AM5 platform. On a final note, I do feel that this cooler can take on a regular 92mm fan. I don't feel that they had to use a custom fan, but this wouldn't have changed the outcome either way. Thank you for watching.